good morning. Welcome to the programme. I nearly missed the start of the show today because my watch is actually wrong. It still says 9:20. Welcome to the programme. Christmas is nearly upon us. And Christmas means, well, for me, it means chocolate money. We've got loads of sweets in the studio for all our mates here. So if you want some chocolate money, there's a bit. Now, Stephen! But maybe I'll get some of my Christmas stocking this year, who knows. On the programme this morning, live music from Airhead and a truly international megastar. I'm really looking forward to meeting them. They're known the world over. Dannii Minogue will be here as well, performing her new single Liar, which will be brilliant. And somebody who's really looking forward to that, I know, is one S. Johnson, Esquire.
You can't eat all them sweets. I'll just turn it up. Yeah, take those. Hello. Look, do you want to eat your Christmas tree? Well, you can't. But you can eat some of the decorations of it, because I'll be cooking some today with two internationally well-known superstars, Greg and Max. Dudes.
Thank you. I'm not going to know that. It's Gabby, actually. Yeah, they are. We've also got the world's top magician. We've got David Berglass, the president of the Magic Circle.
And we've got something weird, outrageous, some people might even find disgusting. Edible insects.
Oh.
Andy, how do you fancy pan-fried locusts?
No,
yeah.
I think I'll stick to chocolate money, if that's
Yeah,
all right with you.
Yeah.
We also have one F. Sidebottom on the programme as well, but he's never around when you need him, is he? This is what else is on between now and 11:25. Besides those delights, we have our Scooby-Doo cartoon this morning. Is called The Hand of Horror. That's at 9:35. At 9:55, another horrific character, Steve Johnson, presents Mousetrap. And at 10:15, Jason Donovan and the amazing coat of many colours, or Technicolor Dreamcoat, whatever they call it. I'm sure my colleague knows that. 10:35, Dannii Minogue in the studio performing her current single live. Steve Johnson doubtless will be here for that as well. And he'll be glued to this, because you're a big fan of this, aren't you? Beetlejuice, our cartoon, is Prince of the Netherworld. And then at 11:25 even, Airhead are the band, and the single is called Counting Sheep. Most shows, as Christmas approaches, tend to offer you advice on how to have a better, more wonderful, cheaper, fantastic Christmas. And we are no exception. We have an expert on Christmas joining us in the studio this morning, Mr. Frank Sidebottom. Welcome to the programme, Frank.
Good morning, boss. You all right?
Very well indeed, thank you. So tell me, how do we have a fantastic and not Bobbins Christmas?
Right, well, the first thing you've got to do, right, if you're going to have Christmas, you've got to make it start with a bang.
Right, and how do we do that?
So I've rigged up this special thing to make Christmas start with a bang. So if you press that, it starts Christmas.
What, you mean you press it like this, you mean? Like that? Oh! Oh, Frank!
Oh, blimey!
Oh, Frank!
You've started Christmas early now.
Sorry,
We're going to
mate.
have to have Christmas. I suppose you want your present now, do you?
Well, we started early. We might as well go on with it then. Have we got?
Right, there's your present.
This is from Frank to me, my fantastic Christmas present, which is probably wrapped far too well.
Oh, it's a fantastic present. Well, you've got to wrap them up properly.
Yeah, you have, haven't you?
Gets them.
Right, I've got one sock, little
He-Man figure.
He-Man figure.
Of me.
And my Frank Sidebottom cassette. Brilliant.
There's a fantastic one here for Mr. Johnson.
Yeah?
It's a gallon
What have you bought
of
for
mercury.
Steve? A gallon of mercury?
Yeah. There's one there for Neil and Gabby as well.
Right, have a quick look at what... This is this one.
Yeah, you see, you've started Christmas far too early, really.
Obviously far too early, but there's
some T-shirts
Frank
and an old
Sidebottom
record, but its record's broken.
An incredible Hulk,
so that's
anyway.
no good,
I'm sure they'll be really pleased.
Yeah.
What have you bought your mother this Christmas, then?
Now, I've spent all my money on myself, actually.
Oh.
But I did buy her one of those 99 cornets, you know, from the ice cream man.
Yes.
Wrapped it up, put it on the tree, and it melted and fused all the lights.
Oh.
So that wasn't very good,
So you've got no
was it?
money?
So what I'm doing is I'm making all my presents now.
You might like to try this at home, viewers. Frank's top tips for presents you can make. Go on, then.
Now, if you get these sort of canister things, right,
Yes.
you can just paint them up like that, and you can cut fantastic shapes out of them. Look at this I've made, a cracker.
A cracker from 4 polystyrene cups.
Right, pull it.
Go on, then. Crack.
And there's a thing inside, a motto.
Oh,
Here
a motto.
it is. When in Rome, you're abroad. That's quite good, isn't it?
Oh, yes, that's brilliant. What else can we make with these?
I've made this for the baby, a raffle.
Fabulous.
That's quite good, isn't it? Or you could make some earrings for your mum.
For your mum?
That sort of thing. Brilliant.
Fabulous,
stuff.
fabulous. What about Christmas cards and things like that? Do you send cards at all?
Now, they're very expensive, aren't they?
They are.
So what I do is I save last year's cards, right?
Yeah.
And I scribble out what's written on them, and then write, you know, to Andy. And there you are, you've got a free card. Brilliant.
So you recycle your Christmas cards then, Frank?
Yeah, it's recycling, yeah.
This is to save the environment, obviously.
No, it's to save money for me, you know what I mean?
Oh, I
Very
see.
expensive Christmas.
Right, fine. Well, there's my Frank Sidebottom Christmas card. I will put that up.
But if you're going to do Christmas, like I've got a little puppet here, you've got to have a party with a fantastic song and whatnot, haven't you?
Well, yes.
So, can we do a brilliant song? That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Well, no.
Why?
We can't, see, because we've run out of time, Frank, I'm afraid.
Oh,
I've got to go over here now because it's that time. No, stay there.
Oh,
Thank you very much indeed. It's that time on the show where we read out your letters. You could get a rag and a tag on your show. You could get tins of brains. You could get a bogey ball. You could get... What are you doing here, mate?
And welcome back after my fantastic concert at Wigan Bus Depot.
Yes, yes.
Are you going to do a big intro for Mr. Johnson?
Yeah.
All right, then. Mr. Johnson, I'd like you to meet one of the foremost characters in British show business today. This is Little Frank Sidebottom.
Oh,
Hey, Frank, what do you reckon to all me slang things?
Hey, a showbiz interview.
No, it's not a showbiz interview. It's time to do the requests for Steve's brains. Now, would you set a good example to our guest, please, and start?
Yeah, all right, then.
Come on,
I've got this
get it
one here
together.
From... Oh, I'm trying to, if you'd let me. I've got this one here from Deering Shavan, who comes from Dunstable, and he says, can you send me some of your brains, because I think I'm going mental. You certainly are, judging from that picture,
Yeah.
I can tell you.
Might as well make yourself useful while you're here, Frank. Go
Hey,
on.
here's a good one. Steve's brains on toast, brains on toast.
Oh, that's good, that.
That's from Paul McLean in Scotland. That's where Scottish people come from, isn't it?
Yes, indeed,
yeah,
it
very
is,
close
Frank.
there, Frank, very close, yes.
My, what an observant character he is. Emma Darn has written to us from Derbyshire. Hello, Emma. She says, Dear Andy, one day I was sitting in my bedroom and suddenly my mum called me, so I trooped downstairs, and as soon as I walked in the kitchen, the new washing machine landed on me.
Nice.
That must have been
Yes, of course it is. So please, can you send me a tin of brains? I'm sure we can manage that. In fact, it would appear that the whole... I'm covered in this glitter. It's all gone down my shirt.
Well, you
it's right
started
itchy, I can
Christmas.
tell you.
Showbiz, doesn't he?
The whole world
Showbiz.
wants these tin of brains.
Richard?
I think I can reveal now, Steve, at this point, that I actually do have a tin of your brains on my mantelpiece.
Hey, oh, that's nice.
Because I haven't got around to throwing them out yet.
Aye, Andy. Hey! Get your new, improved tins of brains from any chemist or butcher's. Don't leave home without one. Look what it did to him.
You cheeky young scamp, you.
No. Hey, send me a large cheque or hard cash.
Steve.
Put your Christmas money to a
Steve.
good cause. My pocket.
Steve.
Sounds like I'm doing an ad.
You can't ask the viewers for money.
Why not?
Well, it's illegal and immoral.
Apart from that?
Watch my lips. New, improved tins of brains available free from Motormouth for anybody who writes in and gets their letter read out. Got it?
Oh, I'll buy
All
one.
right.
What with? Credit cardboard? Shut up, you.
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to tell you, actually. What should I tell him, Andy?
I've no idea at
I've
all.
got any things to
Because
give
I've
away,
completely
you
forgotten
know.
what's going to happen next as well.
Have we got other
Why don't we do
I was gonna tell
Why
him
don't we move
something.
smoothly along and do the horrible postcards and photographs?
What a good idea. I'll tell you what. I don't like working with Frank. He let me lose it. I lose it when I'm with Frank. I'm going to do me horrible postcards or letters, all right?
Yes, fine.
Like this one here. From Kira and Catherine Gascoigne. No relation, I hope. Look at their dad. Sad. And how about this one here from Amy Davison? I can't believe she'd have sent that in. And this one here from Russell Jones. Yes, very weird camping holiday, that must have been.
What are you going to send them?
I think I'll send them.
Bogey balls?
Slime.
Slime hands?
hand.
Yes.
What are you going to send them, Frank?
Hey, have we got any groceries to give away?
I'll see if I can get any. Millie, groceries.
Hey, yeah, let's give them
Thank
a
you.
load of
Thank you, Millie.
groceries here.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. What great. Oh, lovely. That's what the people do to me when I start doing me.
These can be yours, viewers. Listen, why don't you just, you know, sing a fantastic song or something?
Hey, yeah, we know a great song, don't we?
Yeah,
Come
we
on.
do, Frank.
Oh, Christmas is really fantastic.
Go on.
Thanks for joining.
Go away.
Christmas is
Go
really
away.
fantastic.
Get lost.
Come on, you
I
can
want to
sing
try and get this
Christmas
thing back
is
together
really
again. Just quiet. Come down here. Hey, come down here. We'll just quietly, we'll hold it together for a bit. Now, rags and tags for Steve's coat this week. This is first one is from Carla Jeffries. It's from Patchway in Bristol. Thank you very much indeed. We'll back that one on Steve's coats for next week. We've got a little sort of pendant here. Necklace. This is from Tommy's sister Lippy. They live in Duckett Street, Stepney, London, E7. So congratulations to you. Thank you very much indeed for sending that. We'll send you something nice in. And thankfully, this one's come from Shafasta Parveen Nawaz, who lives in Birmingham. And she's very astutely grabbed hold of Steve's character by saying Dumbo. Steve and Frank, come back here because I want you to see the viewer's animation for this week. Now, just wrap your eyeballs around this. You'll like this one because it, well, it involves sort of throwing up, really. Yes. Hungry Horrors, it's called. It's by Thomas and Luke. Watch this. The guy eats all the scoff, and then... Wah!
Oh, lovely. That looks like Neil.
Eats all the scoff, and then...
That's Neil in the canteen.
Out it goes again. If you would like to send us an animation or even a horrible postcard or anything like that, I will give you the address to write to in a second.
Yeah,
In fact, I'll give you the address to write to now. It's Motormouth,
Go on, do that.
P.O. Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME14 5LL. Motormouth, P.O. Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME14 5LL.
Hey, Frank, it's been great talking to you, innit?
Oh, yeah, it's been fantastic.
I'll tell you what, Frank. I'll tell you what we should do. We should play me a fantastic new game show.
Yeah, what's that?
The slime is wrong. What you do is you get your slime piece and you ask it a question like, what have I got for tea? Wrong.
Yeah.
What am I doing next? Wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, Frank, would you like to play it?
Not with you, no. I'd rather have a cartoon, actually.
Yeah, how about Scooby-Doo? Listen, that's a pretty good game show, though, isn't it, Frank?
Oh, yeah, we can
Why
do
don't
it
we, you and I, do the game show? We'll just nick Steve's idea.
Nice big plate of Christmas fare, Mr. Sidebottom. Bon appetit.
Well, I've had 6 plates of this already. I'll palm it off on somebody else because I've got to watch my showbiz figure.
Oh, right then.
OK, Juliet, I've got a mime for you.
Oh, good, I love Christmas games.
What's this?
Oh, Shaggy, who's just seen the ghost.
No, Frank Sidebottom having chronic indigestion after he eats that plate of lard you just gave him.
'Tis the season to be jolly, Paul.
'Tis the season to watch what you're eating.
Don't teach your grandmother to suck eggs. I look after myself. I eat very healthily, thank you.
Yeah, and you should be setting an example, not giving people plates of buns and sausages.
I hate it, but you're right. OK, we'll make a special effort to keep a check on everyone's cholesterol intake over the festive period.
I suggest we go straight into the lounge and have a nice cup of tea, and you can tell me all about New York.
Yeah.
Baldy!
I'll see you in a sec.
OK, I'll make
Finish that off for us, will you? Well, I've got to watch my showbiz figure, you know what I mean?
Oh, God, how ridiculous. This looks lovely.
Oh, here we are. I think this is
Oh,
Frank's.
God, isn't he stupid to forget?
How's Danish? You all right?
Oh, she's absolutely fine. In fact, I've got the pleasure of looking after her myself today.
The pleasure? Oh, I didn't know she was your type.
Oh, yes, I suppose she's sort of small and dark. No, I prefer taller, blonder women.
Oh, I'm pleased to hear it. You mean my type, eh, Max?
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready, Mazelda the Great shall perform her greatest trick. She waves the magic wand. Whoosh. She says the magic words, which are...
Fancy a donut?
No, it's not fancy a donut, Max. It's whizzy wazzock. Blimey, it's magic.
Now, hang on a minute. If you're mucking around...
No, Max, I'm not. I'm preparing.
With the head of the magic circle's coming in, you've got to be good.
Yes, I am going to be good, Max. Watch my trick. Look, you place the rope into the container. Tip the... Oh,
You
Max.
stupid girl. Look, the ball's on the floor.
It's a
Here's some
buster.
lovely
Can't you do an
letters
easy
for the
trick? What's this one?
And 1, 2 to the right, 2, 3 to the left, 2, 3, and up, and feel that burn.
What on earth are you doing?
This is our special pre-Christmas fitness routine.
Fitness at Christmas? How insensitive. Christmas is a time to celebrate the bounty Mother Nature has to offer, and I find the best way of doing that is to eat yourself into a stupor on Christmas Day.
So why have you been doing it since October?
Well, that's simply just to get that extra layer of fat for my winter warmth.
At your age, Max, it's important to stay trim.
Oh, my magician's here.
You're not answering the door to any magicians until you've perfected that trick. I'll get it.
It's going to take more than a magic wand to make that tummy tire disappear.
I do not have a tummy tire.
You know, Danny, it's such a shame more people don't appreciate the simple, honest goodness of the common carrot.
Well, if more people ate healthy, they'd be a lot better off.
Exactly.
Fancy a donut, Danny?
Oh, no, thank you.
Maxwell, that plate was full a minute ago.
That's delicious.
If he keeps eating that kind of food at that rate, he's going to get seriously ill.
Do you think so?
Yeah, well, it looks like he's put on a bit of weight since last time I saw him.
Now you mention it, actually, he has been getting a bit breathless on our hill walking trips.
Well, just keep an eye out for him because, you know, you don't want him to get sick.
No.
Oh, brilliant! I'm so glad you're here. You'll never know. Are those the cakes? Yeah.
Max, let me help you. I'll take them.
No, they're cakes. I'll take them.
I'll take Sorry, Max. I didn't mean to punch your paunch.
I do not have a paunch. Walk this way. Stop. Oh, yeah!
Oh, very good. Yeah. Come on, Max. Get some exercise.
Excuse me, I don't want you too sweaty for your item. Get into the dressing rooms immediately.
Changing the habits of a lifetime is going to take longer than we thought.
Do you know, I almost prefer it raw. Half the cakes I make at home, they never see it to the oven.
Oh, no.
Isn't it horrifying to think that only minutes ago this lounge was a sweaty exercise parlour? I don't know what's got into everybody today.
Well, I don't know, Max. You know, we both feel that health and fitness is really important.
But you're cake makers.
Yeah, but I mean, even we work out, you know. I mean, and we're coming up with a good Christmas pudding recipe that's low fat.
Ugh.
See, the thing about Max is he has a classic endomorphic personality.
Endomotic?
You know, he's a settee Swede.
Oh, right. You mean couch potato, Paul?
Yeah. and he's got to undergo a fundamental attitude adjustment.
That's as likely as Mr. Buchanan forgetting to blow dry his hair.
Excuse me. Wizzy Wazzick, blimey, it's magic! Thank you.
You see, he's so stuck in his ways. I mean, there's just no chance he'll go anywhere near a gym.
Yeah, but I've got the answer to that. I found this book, An Englishman's Home is His Gym.
Oh.
It tells you how to take ordinary household objects and use them for a workout. Like, take this chair, for example. I mean, Max would just think of it as something to sit on to make his butt even wider.
Come on, Paul, he's not overweight. He's just unfit.
Yeah, but I'm talking about future. And Max's future is wide load, you know, with motorcycle outriders.
This is good.
I'm gonna give it to him for Christmas.
No, give it to him now.
Yeah, and then we can watch him burn himself down.
Paul, we want him to work out, not check out.
Best of luck. I mean, I've just never really had much cause to think about my health before. I'm fit enough easily to carry out my daily duties.
Oh, now, come on. I mean, drinking tea and eating buns all day isn't exactly strenuous, is it now, Max?
I don't mean to be personal, Max, but at your age, you really ought to eat a balanced diet or else you're going to make yourself ill.
Ill? I don't think I've got time to stand here being lectured by you. You're on in a minute after Mousetrap. I'd go and get ready.
Oh.
Yes, bye.
All right, bye.
Ill?
Coming up now, the fittest game on TV. It's just a minute. Hey, you lads, come here, come here.
What?
Come here. What are you doing here? You're going to make a fool of me, aren't you? Oh, cheers, mate.
Well, no, I mean, watch is wrong, I know, as I said earlier, but
yeah.
it's time for Mousetrap, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it is, yeah.
We were just going to wander over, have a fruit cocktail, maybe open a selection box or two.
Watch the show.
Yeah. Cheers, lads.
OK, good luck. Have a good Mousetrap.
Stay cool, don't worry.
Cheers, Steve.
Bye. They don't usually do that. Anyway, coming up now, another brilliant game.
Mr. Johnson.
Frank.
Can I just say, as one showbiz mate to another?
Yeah.
I'm a very, very big, fantastic admirer of your work, right?
Oh, cheers, Frank.
And I think you're really quite a bit good, actually.
Oh, brilliant, man.
How are you fixed for an autograph?
Right, no problem.
You got a pen?
No, I haven't got a pen.
You get a pen, then.
Right, I'll go and get one, yeah.
Yeah, I collect autographs. I've got Nobby Charlton in here, brilliant.
Here, man.
Right.
Here's my pen. Yeah.
To Mr. Johnson,
Yeah.
best regards, Frank Sidebottom. There you go, boss. Neil!
Right, thanks. Well, I'm a bit confused now, so, coming up, Mousetrap. Yes, hello, and welcome to another game of... Yes, these are my little contestants today. What is your name?
Name's Over. I'm aged 12 and I like football.
You like football? I like football as well. What's your favourite team?
Arsenal.
Arsenal. Good team, good team. I prefer Spurs, though. What about you?
My name's Katie Hodges. I'm aged 12 and I like football.
You like football as well? Do you play football?
Yeah.
Oh, it's good that more women play football, I should say so. Right, who are our little helpers this week? They are Emma Sherwood and Darren Stewart. Whoa! Oh, the audience are going to have to be a bit quicker than that, let me tell you. Now, you know the rules of the game, don't you?
Yeah.
You know you've got 7 minutes to do it in. If you do it in 7 minutes, you will win this fantastic 4-star prize, which is a mountain bike. You know what to do?
Yeah.
Are you confident?
Yeah.
Right, well, we'll soon find out, because are we ready? Yeah! Right, then, let's have the count, shall we? 3, 2, 1, go! Versus Blues, come on. Whoa, good start. Come on, look first. Yeah, look. Come on, all of them. I want to look first. Woo. Come on, don't stop to look first. Right, come on, let's move on. Right, this is a quite easy square for you, right? This is a memory square. You've got 10 things under there. You've got 10 seconds to remember them in, all right? Concentrate on this, have a good look. Here we go. There's some fairy dice. An egg. Mousetrap, good one. A comb, 5 seconds left. A watch, a pear, a clown, fish. Remember those? All right. Tops back on. Let's move on. All right, I want 3 balls through. Go on, netball, like basketball, netball. Here we go. Come on, you can do it. 3 of them. Come on, get your eye in. Come on. You've got none in yet. It's your time. 1. We got 1. We got 2. One more. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Just right. What you got to do, right? Let's go through the middle here. Turn off the valve, OK? Off the middle, turn off the valve. All right? Go! All right, you're right. Come here. One more. Come on, back again. One more. Right, it does work. Move on, onto the puzzle here. All right, onto the puzzle. What you can see is that this triangle is pointing upwards. By moving 3 of the smaller triangles, make it point downwards. Have a go at that, see how you get on. Think of the hexagon, that's what I say. That's right, there's one. Makes one. You've moved one. I would move, make it point downwards. Look at the triangle, look at the picture of this triangle here. See what's on the corners. Go on, that's right. I wouldn't move any of those if I were you. Just a little bit of a clue there. I've got to leave the middle as it is and move these 2 that you've got in your hands now. That's right, you there? You there? Yes, it's point downwards onto the timeout square. Stop the clock. Oh, that was a bit close, wasn't it? I'll tell you, it's good luck that you're both into football, because you've won this Gaza and Bonkers game. Whoa! Let's have a quick peek down here, shall we? You're doing very well. You've got about 5 minutes left to do it in. All right, 5 minutes. I can't speak at the moment. We've got 4 or 5. You're doing extremely well. But let's get going. Away you go, through there. Through the tunnel. Come on, through the tunnel. All right. On your way out here. Go on, help her out. It's your time. Right, onto here. No. You've just crossed over a square there. You were diving ahead there, weren't you, Darren? Right, this is a memory square. I want you to remember 4 of the things that you saw on that tray.
Fish, comb, mousetrap, clown.
A clown is correct. All right, let's see if we can knock these skittles down. We've got 1 down, we've got 2 down, we've got 3 down. Come on, good throws, let's go. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Oh, 2 more to go. 2 more to go. Oh, 1 more. Oh, hey, oh, look, that one fell over. Let it onto here. Onto puzzles here. Right, take hands. Pick up 1 chopstick each, and you've got to get 3 bits of those sugar into the other bowl. 3 sugar lumps into the bowl. Work together. Talk. Choose one together. Choose one together. Get close together. Get close together. Get your chopsticks close together. If you get your chopsticks together, you'll be able to do it. That's right. Hold them like this. Get them together. That's right. Can you see now? Oh, nearly got there. Got to try another one. You see, you've got the knack now. You've got the knack. Take your time, take your time. Got 1. Right, another one. 2 more to get. Come on. Come on. You can do it. It's your time. Take your time. Talk. Yes, that's it. Come on. Oh. We're going to accept it. Do you think we should accept 2?
Yes.
All right, so we can get 2 in. Come on. You've still got another one to get in. Go on, you're doing it. You're there. Come on, you're there.
Push.
Come on. Yes. Oh, we almost got there. I'll tell you what. If I give you a hand, we'll have 2 in. Come on, let's get going. Let's stop the clock. I'll tell you, I love this game because it's mine, and I want you to win that 5-star prize, so I can help you along as much as I like. And also, because we've got on the corner here, you've won the world's most difficult jigsaw and a Jenga game. Right. We're on the 3rd side here. You've got 3.5 minutes left to do it. Look at the chatty to each other. I'll take this one. No, I'll take that one. No, I'll go this way. I'll go that way. Right, you know what you're going to do. You've got 3.5 minutes to do it. In, get over that wall. Come on, over you go. Come on. All right, come on. Onto the mime. You're going to do the miming. All right, this is the mime square. What's going to happen is I'm going to want you to mime these brushes, right? You've got to guess what they are. So there's a clue. They're all brushes. Listen to me. Here we go. What's that one there?
Toothbrush.
It's correct. What's this one here?
Hairbrush.
A hairbrush is correct. What's this one here? Leap across, turn off the valve. You can do it. All right, locals, come round. Help me through, mate. Come on, you can do it. Yes, go. Yes, I'm back again. All right, you haven't got a lot of time left. All right, this one's up in there. Messy.
Toilet brush.
Toilet brush is correct. No, you still got some more. Like, where are you off? What's up in there? Give her a clue. What is it that you're probably brushing there? Go on, give her a clue what it could be. Go on.
Oh, dog brush.
Dog brush is right. One more. What's that? What do you reckon that is? Come on, have a
paintbrush.
Paintbrush is correct. Let's move on. I want 3 golf balls through the holes. All right, 3 golf balls. You just knocked all of them, actually, haven't you? Come on, you can do it. Come on, cheer them on. Come on, 1. Come on. 2. One more. I want 1 more. Come on, 3. We've got 3. Onto here. Right, this is a true or false square, all right? I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to tell me if it's true or false. Have you got that? Yeah. True or false. There are 8 pockets on a snooker table. True or false?
True.
No, it's not. It's false. There are 6. Calcutta's... Here's another one, all right? You ready for your second one? Calcutta's city airport is called Dum Dum. True or false? It's true. Get on to the time. Let's go. Stop the clock. We're moving very quickly here. I think we could be winning the mountain bikes, but before we get the mountain bikes, I'm extremely sweaty. You're going to get these fantastic Game Gear computers. Right, turn down here. You're doing extremely well, all right? You've got 1.5 minutes left to do the game, and this is the hardest side. Talk to each other, get through this one, and you could be taking on that mountain bike. Are you ready? Yeah. Go! Right. What country to what flag? All right. That's right, yep. Yes, we're right there. One more. Come on. You are correct! On to the next one. On to here. All right. What want you to do? One bag at a time. Fill these buckets up to drop the drawbridge. All right, come on. Get them in those buckets. Come on, faster. You don't have to be faster than this. Come on. You can do it. You're nearly there. You're almost there. You've got about a minute left, so you're going to have to get another one. Get some more in. Come on, Katie. You're playing for a mountain bike. Get some in. Yeah. We're there! Come on, move on! On to this next question, all right. This is very important. You can either, here, choose something from the memory board, or you can choose a question. Which one do you want? So from the memory board or a question?
The memory board.
All right, tell me what?
Dice.
Dice is correct! Move on! Knock these balloons off, come on! Knock these balloons off! Got 45 seconds, come on! 30 seconds left! Come on! Get onto the time square! Stop the clock! You had about 30 seconds left. I can't believe it. Well done. You almost wore yourself out on that one, didn't you? That's brilliant. Because you got to this fourth side, that means you're going to be taking home this downfall and splat game. My voice is nearly gone. I got very excited that time. Now, it's very important for you because you're going to play for the mountain bikes, all right? It's the 4-star prize. So now it's time to enter the trap. Come with me. Come on. This way. Right. Over to here. Turn yourselves around. Have a look at me, all right? This is important for you now. You're playing for this mountain bike. There's one each, all right? You'll be taking home one each. What you've got to do is you've got to answer 3 questions in the time it takes for the trap to fire, the ball to travel round, and the cage to fall. You know what you've got to do, don't you? Are you ready to do it? Big breaths there from Katie. Are you psyched up? Right. Fire! The trap. What is Dot's son called in EastEnders? Don't know, so pass. Nick Cotton. Which chemical element has the symbol K? It's a hard one, this one.
Pass.
Potassium. How many teeth should a grown-up have? Have a guess?
32.
32 is correct. That's the first correct answer. Who did Dr. Jekyll turn into?
Hyde.
Yes, Mr. Hyde. Which cat loves pizza but hates spinach? Loves pizza but hates spinach? Come on, have a go. If you don't know, pass. On the trap's falling. Who led the Normans into battle in the Hastings? Who led the Normans? William
Conqueror.
William Conqueror, stop the trap! You can't get much closer than that, can ya? Well done. Do you know what that means? You won this week's 4-star prize, the mountain bikes. Well done. Have you had a good time? Yeah. Well, I hope you've had a good time too. We'll see you again next week with another exciting episode of... Goodbye. Wave goodbye. Bye-bye. Whoa, yes, they won the mountain bikes. A very festive mousetrap next week. But now for some festive cooking with Greg and Max. You might remember them, they were on a few weeks ago with Andy. They're getting a bit of a surprise.
So, we'll have a slice of cake later. Any chance of a cup of tea to go with me cake?
Well, I guess you could, yeah, have a cup of tea out of there. That's fine.
Sounds perfectly marvellous. Little drink of a cup of tea and... Oh. Told you it was all edible, didn't I? Oh, edible. Gentlemen, thank you.
It looked painful, but it was only sugar, wasn't it?
It
didn't break his teeth. No. Now, what have you got for us this week, then?
Well, we've got some inedible things and some edible things.
Oh, inedible and edible. All right, so... what edible stuff have you got, then?
Well, this is all the edible stuff here. Yeah. Now, what we thought, this is to put on your tree, really tree.
On your tree, not your tree, yeah?
That too. I'd really glitz it up, and we've made some parcels here out of doilies. I hate doilies, but this is a really good way to use them.
Right.
So we've tied them up with ribbon. We've got chocolate almonds in here. We've got chocolate raisins, little coins. Anything you see in the sweet shop, it really makes them look good, and it doesn't cost much either. We've got bits and pieces over here.
Yeah, we've got some threaded popcorn, gingerbread men.
Oh, you made those yourself, did you?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right. And they can just go on your tree before Christmas? Yeah?
That's
well,
right.
yes, they'll be perfectly safe over Christmas. They won't go off at all.
So you can eat them right after Christmas Day?
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
Right, that's not bad. So we've got the edible one. So, lads, we've got my little chefettes here.
We've got Darren and
Do you want to go and
Ricky?
stick those on the tree?
There you go, chaps.
Thanks.
All right.
That's not bad. Now, so what are these then?
OK, well, these decorations are the inedible ones. Now, they're made out of a very simple dough, and this whole trayful would cost you about 50p to make.
Oh, that's not bad. So we could actually make some of those. Well, we are going to make some, actually. We're going to make some now. So what are the ingredients for them then?
The ingredients couldn't be simpler. You've got 8 ounces of plain flour, that's wheat flour, 4 ounces of salt, and 6 fluid ounces of lukewarm water.
So it's...
Mix it all together.
It's salt, not sugar?
Yeah, because you don't want it to be sticky, and the salt helps it dry hard.
Great.
So mix it together and then knead it till it's like this.
And this is what you get. Now, you feel that. That's wonderful.
Oh, I love
so really sort of good for sneaking, isn't it?
I remember just back at school used to make data.
That's what even smells
Sniff
like
it. I know. So what do I do with it then, apart from just having good fun with it?
Give us a bit here. We'll take a bit off there now. We're going to get you to do this. We've got a bit of flour to stop it from sticking. Roll that out a bit.
I know.
All right.
I hate all of this.
Yeah, you'll be great.
It all sticks, so you just...
That's it. Turn it over it. That's
Lay it down again, yeah?
Brilliant.
Just roll it out.
All right, that's fine.
Like that, yeah?
Lovely.
Now, we've made a template just out of some card here of a star shape.
That
now,
looks fairly easy, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. So, why don't you cut that out with the knife?
OK. Now, I've got a knife here, so you have to be very careful, because knives are sharp. That's the warning there. So, cut that like that. Now, you can make all sorts of different shapes apart from stars, can't you?
Yeah, OK. I mean, you can use templates, or you can use cutters, biscuit cutters, whatever you want. But over on the other tray here, we've got a selection of things that are more moulded. For example, in the centre there, we've got a little child looking out of a window with the curtains blown back.
Yeah, you don't do that on your first time, though, do you?
No.
That's your second.
Oh, right.
That's right. Easily. We had an idea, too. We found some little mirrors, and we've made some frames for the mirrors.
Yeah.
And you can then paint those, which we'll be talking about later, and they look brilliant. They cost a fortune if you bought them.
Right, well, I'm almost there.
You're shaking well,
I'm not like Neil or Andy. I shake a lot when I do telly.
Brilliant.
Right, so...
There you go.
I've got a shape here.
Look, you see it coming off fairly
Excellent.
easily. Oh, now, for a first time... Let me just... There. Can everyone see that? I think that's brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Right.
Well, it's not going to go... It won't go on the tree like that, though, does it?
No. Well, what we'll do...
there you go.
All right.
Right.
Use a paper clip and just pop it into the dough there so it doesn't stick out the back. It's just all the way through there, OK? And then, when you come to hang it on your tree, you've got something to hang it on there with.
That won't fall out, then?
No.
Nope.
Right, so what do I do with it, then?
OK, when you've made all the decorations that you want, you put them on a baking tray lined with greaseproof paper. And at the end of the day, when you've all finished using the cooker, you set that very low, about 75 degrees centigrade, which is about 108 degrees Fahrenheit, very, very low.
Sort of tick over, really.
Absolutely,
That's
right.
yeah.
And you put them in the oven before you go to bed and leave them till breakfast time, about 12 hours, because they're just going to dry out and become very hard, which is what you want.
So they look like this?
And they look like that.
Absolutely.
Which actually looks and feels a bit like a biscuit.
Well, why don't you...
No.
Sorry,
No, probably not.
These are definitely inedible.
Absolutely.
Right, what do you do with it?
Right, now, the next stage is we've got some poster colours here. You can use any watercolour paints. They're brilliant because these are really bright. And I'm just going to show painting there ever so quickly. I mean, this really doesn't take too much time at all. And just to give you an idea...
Then, isn't it?
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
absolutely.
sure.
Using as much
No
colour as you want, and then leave that to dry overnight. Make sure that it's completely dry before you hang it on the tree.
So the poster paints are sort of stuff that you get at school. It's the water-based one. So
That's
it's perfectly safe, isn't it?
Yep.
So when you finish with that, you dry it out, and then it should look...
a little bit, yes.
Something like this. It won't look like this. So from the start, you can move on to something like this tree.
That's like the next stage, because it's dead simple, except that we've added the little baubles and the tinsel around here.
That's fairly simple. Then what about this here? This one here?
OK, well, that's very simple. That's just using a leaf cutter that you might find in ordinary cake decorating shops, so that you use that to cut out the shapes and build up the flower there.
So, now, this one looks like it's been moulded.
That is so simple. We collect these little moulds here, and if you can see in the bottom there, the patterns that you get, you just put the dough in there, take it out, and you've already got a shape in there, and it's already done for you.
Now, the easiest stuff must be these things.
Oh, they're my favourite.
Stick stuff on top of those.
That's right. Couldn't be simpler.
And I think the best one, it looks like... She's gone. She's
very good, isn't she?
How can you do her hair?
Well, the hair's terribly simple. You just put a piece of dough in a garlic press and crush it through, and the hair automatically comes out at the other end.
All right. Well, with a bit of work, maybe I could look like this. I know they wouldn't. When you've got them, you can keep them for a long time, can't you?
Yes, they last for years if
But
you're careful
how do you
with them.
store them then?
Just in an ordinary box in tissue paper. Keep them in a warm place, like an airing cupboard.
Oh, well, so you don't put them in the bath?
No.
Don't put them in the bath.
No.
All right, that's our Christmas decorations. I hope you're going to make some too. Lads, thanks for coming on. Hope we'll see you again after Christmas, perhaps. Thank you for coming on. Maybe you should have a go at this.
Ah, Mr. Burglass. Welcome to Motormouth. Do come in. If you'd like to sign your name in the visitor's book.
Sure.
I'm not actually looking after you today. I seem to be doing everyone else's jobs as well as my own. Millie Bates is. So when you've done that, if you'd like to come through, I'll show you where she is.
Right.
OK? This way, please.
Oh, dear, that was how did it go?
Well, at the beginning...
Good. Listen, I've been thinking about what you were saying about, you know, diet and getting ill and everything, and I do actually feel a bit strange. I want you to tell me what it is exactly that I should eat to have a healthy diet.
OK, well, look, you should be trying to get some carbohydrates, plenty of roughage.
And lots and lots of protein.
Lots and lots of...
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, all right.
OK.
I'll change my diet. All right, I'll get Millie to bring you a cup of tea.
OK, bye.
See you later. Oh, what's in there?
Edible insects.
Ugh! Who would put insects in their gob?
Well, apparently they've got carbohydrates, roughage, and they're really, really high on protein.
Oh.
Help yourself.
Thank you.
Hey, presto, Millie. This is Mr. Burglass. Oh, hello, Mr.
Hello.
Hi, Burglass. This is Millie Bates. She'll be looking after you today.
Right.
Now, I'm terribly behind, Millie, so I'll leave you with Mr. Burglass.
No, Juliet, could you stay a bit more behind? I'd like you to watch my trick.
Oh, Millie, don't tell me you're going to attempt prestidigitation.
No, I'm going to make Alan disappear in front of your very eyes. OK, I place Alan in the top hat. Whizzy Wazzick, blimey, it's magic.
It really
David,
works.
would you like to get Alan out?
Yeah, that's fantastic. That is marvellous. I bet you can't get him back.
Oh, excuse me. Whizzy Wazzick, blimey, it's magic.
Ah.
Alan.
I think you were
Alan.
right. So, child of four could probably do this trick, couldn't they?
I tell you, I wish we had a child of four here now to
Yes,
do
so
that.
do I. So your position as head of the magic circle isn't threatened.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
Oh, I look all right. What's this? Delighted pupils. My tongue's a bit furry. Oh no, hairy nostrils. My abdomen's all distended. I'm sure I've got something. What is it? I've got middle schmerz. Hallucinations.
Right, you might remember last week we had a poem on, Charles Thomson. Madman he was. He was madder than me. Was it? It was a poem. Did I say poem?
Poet.
Yeah. He's a poet, is he? So he's a poet who does poems. That's not bad.
That's right, yeah.
We've got the winners. You sent your poems in, and the runners-up were Robert Wilson, Emma Thacker,
Winders.
Gemma Imran, and Lee Middleton. And the winner, who's got to be my favourite of the week, is from Hayley Jane Gadd, who comes from Bristol, which isn't bad. And it says, it goes like this. It goes like this. My first name is Hayley. I go to school daily. My second is Gadd, and so's me dad. Strange.
Excellent.
But you won. So these fantastic books are on the way to all of you, and to you, Hayley, you'll get a goodie bag as well.
Smash him. Dougal Dixon joined us on the programme last week to tell us about the future of mankind 5 million years from now. We asked you to design a presenter for 2 million years from now, and we offered you copies of Dougal's book, Man After Man. Now, we've had so many brilliant entries, and we're having so much trouble sorting out the winners that we're not going to announce the result this week. Do feel free to keep your entries coming in, design a presenter for the year 2 million. But what we did do last week is offer you a fantastic prize, a very large prize. Guys, just where's it in here? This is the Kathy Dennis poster. The Kathy Dennis poster. This is just 1/12 of it. We offered you the whole thing. We said, where did she start her UK tour? And we also offered videos as runners-up prizes. The UK's tour starts in Cambridge. Rachel Henger gets a video. Dean Drury gets a video. Simon Keane gets a video. Tony Michael gets a video. Sukhwinder Bassi gets a video. But Andy Walker gets the video and the 18-foot by 25-foot poster. So I hope you've got a very large bedroom. Well done. Thank you, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers,
Talking of videos, yes, the Rupert the Bear competitions are still running.
It's not his real name, though, is it?
No, it's Rupee Poos, of course. Sorry, Steve, I don't know how to say that. Yes, these videos and the books and the badge could be yours if you answer the questions correctly. Well, last week we did set you a question, but unfortunately the video machine broke. So very kindly, Tommy Boyd on Children's ITV set you a new question. And the question that he set was, where does Rika come from? Now, I'll give you the name of the winners. It's Rebecca Jones. It's David Walker, Nicholas Hope, Natasha Crane, any relation?
Not at all.
And Catherine Hughes. Well done to you lot. But the answer is right here for you to see. It's the question that Tommy Boyd set this week on Children's ITV. I'm a poet.
Rika? Hello, Rika. Nice to see you again. You too, Rupert. And Pong Ping.
Had you fooled, didn't I? I knew it was Rika. Who's Rika?
Rika's a friend of ours from Lapland.
And there's the Rupee Poos balloon that you could be going up in if you've entered one of our competitions, because all the entries are going to be going into a great big hat, and we'll draw one out, and you could be going on a trip of a lifetime. We want you to watch Rupert on Tuesday, Children's ITV at 3:55, because we've got another question for you. In fact, it's the one I asked last week. What is the name of the old professor's servant? Remember that one? What's the name of the old professor's servant? First correct 5 to come in, get the goodies. Send your entries to Rupert Competition, Motormouth, P.O. Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME14 5LL. That's Rupee Poos Competition, Motormouth, P.O. Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME14 5LL. Now, if you're watching Motormouth eating your breakfast, your snap, crackle and pop, or your crunchy cornflakes, then here's a thought for you. Here's a thought for you. There are people somewhere in this world eating their breakfast, snap, crackle and pop, but it's not crunchy cornflakes. It is, in fact, edible insects. David Manning is with us this morning. Good morning, David.
Hello.
How are you?
Very well, thanks.
Good. Well, let's start with snails. Now, I know a lot of people actually eat snails. The French eat the snails. They eat them with garlic and everything. We've got some British garden snails here. Do we eat them?
Well, not many people do, which is a shame, really. I'm sure most people recognise them. Though, surprisingly enough, they were introduced to this country by the Romans purely because they were edible.
So those little snails we have in our garden were introduced to be eaten?
To be eaten, yeah.
Ooh. Why do we eat things like snails and insects?
Well, most people, and around the world, all sorts of people will eat them basically because they're hungry.
Yeah.
In poor countries, they're available and they're cheap.
Look at these here, look at that. I see them all moving around in there. I notice the studio has gone absolutely dead quiet here. Everyone's going, ugh. What are these?
These are very sweet. These are actually another British insect. You can find these in this country, and they're a field cricket.
And you can eat them?
You can eat them. Some Japanese restaurants serve these fried and then glazed with honey.
Do they serve them in this country, in Japan?
They do. Yeah, in London, you can buy these.
All right, not for me, but let's move on.
The strange thing with these, though, is part of their Latin name is grillus, which pretty much suggests they're edible.
Grillus. You might as well have eat me written on their back. Yes. OK, what we got here, then?
Large cockroaches.
Oh, these are your pets, aren't they?
These are, yes. Yeah. I wouldn't really want to eat these. These are from Southeast Asia, South America. You get them pretty much all over the world.
And how are they eaten?
And they're normally steamed, and you'd have a cockroach like that. You take your spoon and you would scoop out the flesh.
Look at that. So you just on its back like that.
Yeah.
Take the spoon, scoop
it out.
It's like taking it out of a crab's claw, isn't it?
Not for me, that one.
They're moving. What are these? These are locusts.
These are locusts, yeah, which are found, of course, throughout Africa. Yeah. And sometimes they appear in great big plagues of them.
And what do you do? Just go out with the net, grab them and...
That's right, grab them. You can nip down to your local African village and you buy 10 on a skewer. And you take them home and roast them over the campfire and off you go.
I don't believe it. Fancy a locust Barbie. Is it everyone that's... Are we the only people that don't eat these sorts of things?
It's really only European cultures that won't.
So we are the weirdos?
We're the weirdos. All over the world, everyone else will eat them.
All right.
No questions asked.
I'll take your word for it. Go on.
This is another strange thing. It's actually called the wax moth larvae, the larvae of a small moth.
Now, just lift it out a little bit. Let's have a... See if we can break it up. See if we can get in there really close. There we go. I tell you what... They look like maggots, don't they?
They do, but they're not. They're actually quite tasty, these. I've had these before.
How do you cook them?
You would, well, fry them, a bit of cream, a bit of garlic, you know.
Could you eat them straight without cooking them?
I'm sure you could. Do you fancy one?
No, I don't.
No?
No, I don't. Now, this book you brought in, what's this one?
Well, it's strange. It was written by a chap in Victorian times, over 100 years ago.
Yeah.
It's reprinted and available at the Natural History Museum, and it's all about insects and why not eat them, basically.
So it's not a new thing we're talking about here?
No, not at all. It goes back centuries.
Now, something else that the Natural History Unit kindly lent us was this loaf. It's not an ordinary loaf, is it?
No, this is very strange stuff. It's made of compressed midges. Millions and millions of midges all mashed together and hung up to dry.
Gnats. It's gnats made it, so there's no flour in there at all.
No, just bugs.
Now, there was this little piece of paper that I dug out from inside the box here. It says, the gnats were collected by the natives in baskets or nets, kneaded into cakes with the hands. The cakes are dried over ovens and then hung up in the huts to be used as food on fishing excursions, etc. So the next time your dad's going out fishing, Give him a nat loaf. OK, well, we've got a meal over here. It goes, don't worry, it goes from bad to worse. Now, don't forget, we are the weirdos. This is very normal to eat this sort of stuff. So what have we got? We've got a starter here. What's this?
This is a bowl of mixed beetles, the sort of thing you might find in Southeast Asia or Thailand.
I thought that'd go down well. So that you just eat them straight? It's like a bowl of...
Yeah, that'd be pretty much a starter, really.
So it's like when we go to a party, we have crisps or fruit and nuts?
Peanuts and stuff like that.
OK, if you go to a party and you fancy some of these, you know, just write in. What else have we got?
Well, these are from Africa, and these are dried hawk moth caterpillars. And
have you eaten these?
I have, and they actually look quite horrible, but they're quite tasty.
Go on.
Do you?
The worst thing is you can actually hear them crunching as well.
They're nice. These really are nice.
What do they taste of?
It's very nutty.
I believe you.
Yeah, they're not bad at all.
OK, let's see the main course. What have we got? What have we got here, the main course?
Well, this is another... These are the wax moth larvae we saw earlier, fried up with a bit of honey.
Wax moth.
A little bit of pepper. Do you fancy her?
I don't actually fancy it. Listen to this, like, they're all going, ugh. There's nothing... We are the weirdos. Because we won't eat this stuff, it's us that... What else have we got?
Well, there is. I realised earlier there's one insect we eat all the time. You know red food colouring?
Yeah.
It's actually made of ground-down beetles.
The cochineal beetle? Yeah?
And we eat that all the time without thinking about it.
I'm sorry, what's this dish again?
These are fried locusts. As you'd find them in Africa.
All right, then. Anyone fancy having a go? Anyone fancy eating it? Matthew, do you... Yeah? Come on, then. Come on in here. Come on, anyone else? What about you, Greg? Do you find... All right, come on, you're our food expert. Right. Let's see, can we get in there so we can see what you're doing? Now, what's this again?
These are locusts.
So we're going to eat some locusts now. This your turn, Greg.
All right,
yeah.
OK, I'm going to have some fried locusts
Fried
here.
locust.
Oh, no.
Now, how's it taste to you?
That's really good. Nice and
crispy. Does it taste all right?
It's really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's surprising.
OK.
It's lovely.
And what about you, Matthew? What are we eating here? Just before he takes it, what are we eating again, David?
That's wax moth larvae.
Wax moth larvae. Go for it, Matthew.
Yes! What do you reckon?
What's it
Come
taste
on,
like?
Steve.
Taste chewy?
Yeah.
Would you have it with chips? No. Not something you...
I'd rather have the chips.
Anyone else? Anyone else fancy having a go?
No.
Well, all right, well, come on over. We've got someone over there.
Here.
Hurry up, come on over.
They're great.
We'll have some of these here. What were these again? The crunchy...
They're the undried
Are you in?
caterpillars.
That's it, and you come here so we can see. The undried caterpillars. Have a crunch. Tastes good?
Good for you.
Tastes good? They're all yours. There you go. Give them to your friends. I think that's brilliant. David, I'll take your word for it that everyone, well, nearly everyone around the world eats them. The guys here seem to be well happy. Personally, there's no way, not even chocolate-covered ants would tempt me. Guys, well done. Thanks, David. I'll treat you to a bag of chips at lunchtime.
Lovely.
Brilliant.
Max, I am worried about you.
So am I. I've just seen a white rabbit in the first aid tin.
You didn't eat it, did you?
Are you mad? Of course I didn't eat it.
Because it was probably Alan, Millie's magic trick.
Millie? Alan? Oh, thank goodness for that. I thought I was losing my mind.
It's not your mind you should be worrying about, it's your body.
What do you mean?
Oh, come on, Maxwell, your lifestyle. You eat too much sugar and carbohydrate and you don't get enough exercise.
Oh, that's not fair. Now, you of all people should know how much exercise I get. What about all those long hill walks we
They
do?
are short walks that take a long time because you have to stop at every tea shop you see.
But the scones beckon.
Remember our walks on the moors, Bronte Country, all those Emilia Clares?
And the Cathy Snaps.
Heathcliff Humbugs?
Do you know I've still got half a pound of those in my larder?
Well, throw them away. You have a responsibility to yourself. You must look after your heart.
My ticker.
Otherwise you'll be climbing that Big Ben Nevis in the sky.
So much to do, so little time. Look, Juliet, everyone's been on about this today to me. And I've given it some serious thought.
Good.
And from now on, I can assure you, you're going to see a new, fitter Max.
Oh, I'm so glad.
You're a very sensitive woman.
Well, we all care, Max.
Oh, here you go, Fatso. The life you saved could be your own.
Our musical guest this morning, joining us live on the programme, Danny Minogue. Welcome.
Hello.
What do you fancy? Do you fancy some edible insects, perchance? We've got just got one or two left over, if you like.
No, thanks.
No, I didn't think so.
Everybody's eating them.
I didn't think so. Christmas is coming. When you were little, you know, because we know you're a performer. Did you perform when you were a little kid at all for, like, family parties and stuff?
From a very young age, yeah. I think my sister and I, and our brother too, actually, we all got together and put together, like, little plays and songs and
You did, didn't you? Yeah. You did. We know
Yeah.
you did because we've actually got some pictures of you doing this. Now, do you want to tell us how old you are in this little performance here? It's a lovely outfit. Smashing the lovely little pigtails. Very popular, very popular. More of that on Danny's video, which is out at the moment. Christmas is also the time for mistletoe, and one of our presenters said in a recent magazine interview that he would like to kiss Danny Minogue under the mistletoe, and I just happened to have a piece. Steve Johnson, now is your chance. Come on. Live on national television. Here we go.
Do you mind? I'll have to sit down after that. Thank you.
Danny, thank you very much indeed. Remind us the name of your new single.
It's called I Don't Want to Take This Pain.
I don't really... Well, I'm sure you didn't happen to, having just kissed Steve Johnson. If you just want to go and take your place over there. Steve?
Oh, dear.
Hey, what do you think?
That was lovely. I'm in love again.
Well, you owe me a fiver, mate. Danny Minogue and a new single. I Don't Want to Take This Pain.
But I've been told. I don't know, but I've been told. Don't get back before you're old. Don't get back before you're old. Shake that. Loose back. Tight butt. No gut. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, fall out.
Oh.
I said fall out, not fall over.
Oh, Max, this is ridiculous. We're supposed to be doing a television program, not circuit training.
All this exercise was your idea, if you remember, and don't worry about the studio, as we discussed. It is all in Millie's capable hands.
Well, how come Millie gets to be the lucky one?
Yeah.
Don't worry about her. She won't escape my exercise regime. Fall in. I don't know, but I've been told.
I don't know, but I've been told. See, David, I've always quite fancied being sawn in half.
Well, that can be arranged. Which way would you like it? Sideways, lengthways? We can do all sorts of things.
Oh, I don't know about that. Do you want to come through to the studio?
Come on, Millie, don't hang around. Maxie wants you in the lounge.
If you'd like to go into the studio now, David, sorry about that. And good luck with your tricks.
Thank you very much.
I'll see you later on. All right.
Hi, David. Millie, chocolate glove dance.
Thanks, Neil. Ugh. Oh, brilliant. Can I have one?
No.
Why not have some of those?
Yeah.
Ugh, no chance. I'll put these in the fridge. Well, when can I have one? Well, Christmas? Christmas Eve? When?
Yeah, you'll have to wait until Christmas Eve, and then only one.
Oh, all right, then.
OK.
Yeah.
Okay, well, look, we've got some things to sort out now, so
Yeah.
we'll be off.
All
okay?
right, well, I won't have one.
No.
All right.
All right, I won't eat one.
You'll leave it alone,
Yeah,
won't
see you
you?
later. I won't eat one. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Hop, 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 hop. Millie, put that piece of sticky comestible straight into the bin. Hop, 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 hop. Okay, fall in. Right, we'll start our exercise pattern with some jumping jacks after one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, team, good spirit. Now we're going to try some belly sit-ups.
Oh.
Grab the legs of these women.
I beg your pardon, Max.
Okay, and hop.
1,
And hop.
2,
And hop.
I can't do any more.
Pathetic attempt. Press-ups. Hop, 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 hop,
Women
hop,
don't do press-ups, Max.
They do today. Come on, 50 press-ups. And hop. Come on, you scrawny little worm. Put your back into it. Right. I want 50 press-ups. And I am going to go and plan our route for the jog up the downs. Hop, 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 hop.
I can't believe we got him started on
Oh,
this.
trust Max to take everything 3 steps too far.
Well, I can't cope. Something's got to be done.
All right, here you are.
Yes, chocolate raisin.
Oh, thank you. They're absolutely perfect.
And they're just the right size.
But what exactly do you want them for?
Oh, no special raisin?
Oh, here you are, Greg Max. The magic's just about to begin. I know you wanted to see it.
lovely.
Just about to happen in the
Later.
studio. By the way, what's Max doing press-ups in the corridor for?
Oh, don't worry about him, Gabby. He's just on a fitness binge.
Or clinically insane.
Or both.
Okay, get the hands.
Look, I'm really not sure about this, Paul.
It'll work out perfectly.
Yes, they're exactly the same. I know, but come on, be fair. Poor old Max.
Yeah, you're right. I guess we should let him take us for that 20-mile run this afternoon.
Let's do it.
David Burglass, oh, I just had to rush in here. David Burglass is here in the studio. He's the president of the Magic Circle. The Magic Circle's been going for 86 years. He hasn't been president that long, but he is one of the fastest card handlers in the west, the north, the south, and the east. David, see if you can make your way over here doing card tricks as fast as you can.
We'll just show you that we have a normal pack of cards, which are all different. I'm going to ask you to look at one. Just think of one. You have one? What card are you thinking of? Did you see it or just say it?
You said ace of spades.
Yeah, but did you see it? That's what I'm asking. Did you see it or just say it? You didn't see it, I see. Well, I'll try and find it for you. I can see just behind you here, there's one card, look. And that's the card that you were thinking of, right? That's it. We'll do the same with you. Don't forget they can see all the cards. You look at the cards, just think of one. You have one? Yes? Oh, there's one behind you here. Now, you haven't told me yet. What card are you thinking of? 6 of diamonds. Have a look at the one on the table. You should never look away. That's the 6 of diamonds. If you can't see it, it's over there. Okay. Right. Could I ask you to cut the cards? What I want you to do is you cut the cards, right, about halfway. There's another pack there, so let me cut them as well. We cut them about there. Right, this is where I've cut. What have you cut to? You cut to the Queen of Spades. Look what I cut to. What's that one? That's the Queen of Spades. They're both the Queen of Spades. That's amazing.
You got one left for me, David?
Yes, of course. Would you like to mention a card to me?
Ace of Hearts.
Right. Somewhere in this pack is your card, the Ace of Hearts. And I'll see if I can find it. There are the cards. I will just cut them and then show you that's nothing in my hand. And yet when I throw them down like that, one card jumps from the center. What card is that?
The Ace of Hearts.
Yes, it is the
That
Ace
is
of Hearts.
incredible.
That's the one. Right.
David Burglass, thank you very much.
That's a pleasure.
Absolutely incredible. Now, you are, as I mentioned, you're the president of the Magic Circle. And the good news is the Magic Circle has just accepted women in, and I know you're a champion of the cause, so that's good news. But also, they're going to have a few changes to the Magic Circle.
Well, it's very exciting because we were formed in 1905. Of course, it wasn't me personally.
Yes.
And we're 86 years old, and we've never had our own premises. And finally, we managed to find some premises which we bought. But, of course, it's very expensive to do them up. We're going to have a museum there. We're going to teach young magicians. We're going to have shows, charity shows, and other magical shows. But the most exciting thing is we hope to have some moving illusions. So if you press a button, a little bit like the Science Museum, you'll see things happening, and mirror illusions, optical illusions, that sort of thing. It's very exciting.
But there is a but to it, isn't there?
Well,
it's a lot of money.
But of course, is expensive. We're looking for about three quarters of £1 million. That's £750,000, which I hope to have by the end of the programme, of course.
Yes, of course.
But seriously, we are looking for that sort of money, and therefore we're doing all kinds of things, promoting shows and things. And for the first time ever, the Magic Circle has actually sponsored some magic boxes, magic sets, which are endorsed by the Magic Circle. And you've seen the magic set.
Yeah, we had it a couple of weeks ago.
What I've got here is the card compendium, and it tells you can do at least 250 card
if
tricks.
I just turn it over for the...
Not necessarily the one that I've done just now, but you can certainly do some. Let me show you one very quickly. Can I ask you to just look at the cards, right? There we are. Look, and just think of one, all right? And then I'll take any, or in fact, you take one card out. Take any card you like. Take one out.
Any card?
Right. Can you remember the one you thought of? Yes? So if I put that in there, right, that's the one you put in there. What is the card you thought of?
The third of spades.
The third of spades. Well, we call it the three of spades. And if I open the box, look what's happened. There's your card changed to the three of spades.
And that's in the box?
Yeah. Now, that trick really is in the box, and so is this one. I've predicted she would use the three of spades or the third of spades. Look, all the cards are printed there, so you think it's not clever, but you see one is reversed, one's reversed, and when I show you the other side and take my hand away, there's a miniature three of spades right there, so I must have known which one she was going to think of.
David, that's fantastic. Well, you actually can get
That's
one
also
of
in the
these
box,
boxes.
by the way.
We've got a question for a competition, magic competition question. OK, David, if you'd like to set the question.
Right. I mentioned a little bit earlier how old the Magic Circle was.
OK.
Can you remember?
5 years after the Queen Mother was born, the Magic Circle was founded. Send your entries into Magic Competition, Motormouth, PO Box 1, Maidstone, Kent, ME 14 5LL. Now, if you've got a bad memory like me, well, stick with us, because David is going to try and show us how easy it can be to remember things later on this morning. Thank you.
Right. So listen, will you come and help me? Because I've got to set up for a big showbiz number, you know.
I have no intention of helping you promote your CD Christmas record. I don't even like you.
What's so important you can't help me? It's not important, this.
I have a surprise waiting for me in the lounge to which you're not invited.
Oh, right. Consider yourself off my Christmas card list, spud face.
So if I've got this straight, we are going to be giving Max dried, dead, chewy, crunchy ants with real blood and guts inside.
No, it's much more subtle than that. We are going to tell Max that chocolate-covered ants are the preferred fitness food of Olympic decathletes. And if he doesn't eat a whole handful of them, he's not serious about fitness, and he's got no reason to boss us around.
Well, that's all well and good, Paul, and I understand. But what if Max takes a handful of the dried, dead, chewy, crunchy, dead ants with real blood and guts inside and puts it in his mouth?
Well, even if he does
Which
that...
he won't.
We're only going to be giving him chocolate-covered raisins.
Right.
Okay, get Max. Switch the flags over.
Switch the flags over.
Come with me, Max.
Max, we are so impressed with how serious you are about fitness. We've got you a special athletic treat.
This is especially for you from David Manning. They're a rare delicacy. They're chocolate-covered ants. They have 80% protein, 0 carbohydrate, and 2.5 calories per thorax. So if you want to be really fit, you should eat a handful of them.
Well, I would eat them, of course, but you see, they're covered in chocolate and I'm operating on a no-chocolate policy.
But Max, you see, it's the combination of the chocolate and the ant that makes it the perfect health food for Mr. Fitness.
Well, I guess Max isn't serious about fitness, so I guess that run this afternoon is off.
Blah! Blah! Blah!
Max, whatever is the matter?
Blah! I've just blah!
Just what?
I've just had to eat some blah!
What have you had to eat?
Ants.
You've eaten some ants?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
I know.
Why?
They made me.
Who made you?
Them!
Why?
Well, because they said I was a fat lump and then I had to get fit and they made me...
Oh, Max, that's ridiculous. You're not a fat lump. I like you
Am I
just the
not?
way you are. They're such
Really?
ants. That's revolting.
Oh, thank you, Gabby.
No,
How
you're
kind you are. Thank you.
I can't believe you ate them. I can't believe it.
Well, it was almost worth it just to see his face.
No, it wasn't. We've still got to go on that run.
Yeah.
Oh.
You lot are really nice, aren't you? He's absolutely green around the gills in there, not feeling very well. He's great just the way he is, and ants, giving him ants.
Now I'm really ashamed. What have we done?
Look, come on, all we did was give him some chocolate raisins to eat.
Yeah, but you heard what Gabby said. It's had a psychosomatic effect on the poor man. I'm going to tell him it was a trick.
And I'm going to get Max a present to say how very sorry I am.
Honest. Yeah, I think we've got it all right. Millie, we're off.
Okay, I'll show you out.
All right. Bye-bye. See you guys.
Bye.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Honestly, I don't know what all the fuss is about. You play a practical joke on somebody and you have to call the Humane Society. It's just ridiculous.
Paul, look what Max and Greg have given me. I'm going to keep this and put a present in it for Max.
Good. You know, I don't know what the fuss is about. These chocolate raisins are delicious.
I promise you, Max, I promise.
Do you mean to tell me that those that I ate were, in fact, chocolate-covered raisins?
Yes.
Prove it.
Right. The one with the flagon is really the chocolates, and the one without the flag is really the ants. Oh, yes. Yes.
And as for you...
Max, I would just like to say how very, very sorry I am. And to prove my sorriness, I've made you a special box full of goodies for Christmas.
Oh, Millie, you should have. I've had a horrible day. And in fact, if it wasn't for Gabby, I'd be a very depressed man.
Yeah, but you didn't have Gabby out there running around the studio, did you?
No need. She's fit as a fiddle.
Ladies and gentlemen, showbiz friends, you've heard him on hospital radio. You've read him in the Timperley Independent. You've seen his fantastic Christmas tips. Now give a price big, please, Motormouth welcome to Mr. Frank Sidebottom.
Yeah, well, actually, because they made a cardboard, we'll just do it for our own amusement, eh?
All right, then, so
let's get rid of
the
that.
puppets are axed, are they? Right,
Let's
fine.
take it away!
Christmas song, you can join in if you like. Words are on the screen.
Oh, blimey!
It's Christmas, it's Christmas time again. Kids are all around this great big world on the 25th of December. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very, very long nose. He works for Father Christmas, who's very fat and wears red clothes. I've not done my Christmas shopping yet, as the social have stopped my door.
All together!
Oh, blimey, it's Christmas, a celebration time of you. Christmas is better than Easter time, and I'm no April Fool.
You know I'm not.
Oh, blimey, it's Christmas time again. Oh, blimey, it's Christmas time again. Last verse.
But now it's all
Commercialised. Oh, where did you go wrong? Oh, blimey, it's Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone.
You know it is.
It really is. Yeah! Woo, woo, woo! Ah, caramba!
Thank you.
Right, I'm not sure. That bell might be what I think it is, so we'll very quickly link to Beetlejuice. This is called Prince of the Netherworld. Frankie, you all right, mate?
Oh, well, don't tell anyone. I was just having a private moment. A lot more Beetlejuice after the break. Look, go away, eh? We're back. I like me new den. I could sit here, watch the cartoons and have a little snack. I don't know why everybody hates these Beatles, because I love them.
I must say, Millie, it was jolly sporting of you to get Max a present.
Yeah, well, I didn't go out and buy anything.
What did you put in the box, then?
I just put the chocolate raisins in there.
Oh.
Well, what happened to the chocolate-covered ants?
Paul, the chocolate-covered ants are in there.
No, the chocolate-covered ants were in the bowl marked ants. I switched the flags back.
Max, have you eaten them? Have you eaten them? You haven't eaten them, have you?
No.
Oh, thank goodness. Sorry. The box. Could I borrow it for a second, please?
Right. Sorry. It's just the thing is because Gabby'd been so sweet to me all day. I gave it to her as a gift.
They're nice, aren't they? Oh, sorry. I put them down. Yes, as I said, sorry, I'm forgetting everything this morning. The man that's going to help us not to forget is David Burglass. Tell us how we can remember things much more easilier.
Right.
How's that for English, eh? Easilier.
Well, I'm going to call out a list of unconnected objects, and I'd like you to try and remember them. Don't write them down, but just try and remember. The first object is a stopwatch. The next one, bicycle. Then tourist, book, pen, key, spaceship, tape recorder, actor, strongman, elephant, and teapot. I'll leave it at that. Now, I'd like you to call them all back to me. Would you do that? Of course you can. Go ahead.
Teapot, elephant.
Oh, wait a minute, wait. Hold it 1 second. Hold it 1 second. I forgot to tell you, they've got to come back in the right order. Well, nobody can ever do that. But I'm going to show you, yes, everybody gets a stopwatch. That was the first one. After that, you get confused. I'm going to show you a very quick technique where you link things together, and then you'll be able to remember them very easily. So I will now explain it through a story, and you try and picture the storyline in your mind, just see the pictures, and then you'll be able to do it. So the first thing was a stopwatch. Instead of seeing a little one, think of a big stopwatch like that, and you're the timekeeper for a bicycle race, ridden by tourists. Think of them in very colorful costumes. Sticking out of their back pocket is a book. You could think it's a road atlas, but you must say book back to me later on. They look to see where they're going. They take out a big pen, which unfortunately leaks. The reason I say it leaks, because it's easy to remember that all the ink went all over the place. They run out of ink, so they look for something else, and they find a large key in their pocket. They use that for writing. Suddenly, they all come to a big halt. They can't go any further, because right in front of them is a big spaceship. That was the next thing I said. Luckily, the key fits the spaceship. They go inside. There are a lot of instruments, but one big tape recorder. And sitting on the tape by the tape recorder is an actor learning his lines. So the tape's going round and round. He's learning his lines. And finally, he goes on stage. The next act on is a big strong man. He picks up the actor and throws him off because he's staying on too long. It's easier than saying, would you please get off? So the strong man throws the actor and brings on a big elephant, and the elephant picks up a giant teapot. Now, those are the objects. There were 12. Had I told you beforehand how many there were going to be, you would have been better at it, but you didn't know how many I would say. Now, would you call them back by thinking of the story? Don't tell me the story, just the objects. The first one was a...
Stopwatch.
Tourist.
Bicycle.
Yes.
Tourist.
Yes.
Book.
Good.
Book. Tourist in a book.
Yes.
Key.
Yes.
Spaceship.
Right.
See, you've got it.
Tape recorder.
Right.
Brilliant, yeah.
Actor. Strongman. Elephant.
Give us a round of applause. Very good. All right. Now, who felt that was quite easy and they think they can do it by themselves? Anyone?
It's very easy.
Anybody
Yeah?
think they can do it?
You?
Yeah,
Neil's a bit smart.
we can do it.
Right. Please don't help her. I'm going to ask you to do it. Don't help her on your own. Just before you start, I forgot to tell you, do it backwards. Now, it sounds difficult, but you can think of the story. What was the last thing you saw?
A teapot.
Yes, and after the teapot. Don't help her, please.
Teapot.
Who brought the teapot on?
The elephant.
Right, and then?
The strong man.
Yes.
The actor.
Good.
The tape recorder.
Yes.
Spaceship.
Yes. Don't help her.
Key.
Yes.
Pen.
Yes.
Tourist.
Not quite.
There's something missing.
Oh, book.
Very good. Yeah.
Tourist.
Yes. What were the tourists doing?
Bicycle.
Very good.
Stopwatch.
Excellent. Big round of applause. Fantastic, you see. Good. So let me tell you, a few seconds ago, even collectively, we couldn't remember all those things. Now we can remember them not only forward, but even backwards. That's how easy it is, and you must try that when you have another list of any kind. You can always connect them. Good.
David, if you'd like to join me, thank you.
I will, thank you.
Wonderful. Mag will just get you a drink with all your hard work. David, thank you for joining us this morning. If you'd like to take a seat. OK, guys.
Can we remember what's on next week now?
He's in the front row of the England first 15. Brian Moore will be here. No, Brian Moore, the rugby player, will be here with some sporting gift ideas for under a tenner, and I'll be reviewing the week's TV on the telly over Christmas.
I'm going to tell you how to make some brilliant and yet really cheap wrapping up paper, you know, for your gifts and everything.
It would be cheap if it was yours, wouldn't it?
Thank you.
You're awful.
Steady.
And I'm going to be looking at some Christmas cracker jokes and riddles, but I've got one for you this week. What's black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white?
I don't know. I don't know. What is black, white, black, white, black, white?
A penguin rolling down a hill.
Oh, have you ever thought of a career in comedy?
No.
Good. Terry Nuckins is on next week as well, talking about penguins.
And, oh, yeah, we is. And we've got Slade and our festive mousetrap.
Beetlejuice as well, but we'll leave you this week with Airhead and their fantastic single. This is called Counting Sheep. We'll see you next week at 9:25. Take care. Bye-bye.